Everything you think you know about the occult is a lie. Magic did not begin in medieval forests. It did not begin in the imaginations of writers. It began as a specific, systematic download of forbidden knowledge in the heart of ancient Babylon. Archaeologists and historians have long been baffled by the sudden explosion of dark rituals in Mesopotamia. But hidden manuscripts reveal a terrifying origin story. They speak of a time when the barrier between dimensions was breached. Two entities descended from the sky. They did not come to conquer. They came to teach. They brought a technology so dangerous that it could dismantle the human mind and separate a man from his soul. This is not a myth. This is the documented history of the first psychological weapon unleashed on humanity.
To understand the anomaly, we must look at the location: Babylon, the city of the gate of the gods. Historical records and Old Testament scriptures describe Babylon as the epicenter of idolatry and star worship. It was a civilization obsessed with reaching the heavens. The Book of Enoch, an ancient non-canonical text, whispers of the Watchers, celestial beings who abandoned their stations to corrupt mankind with forbidden secrets. The ancients described a society that suddenly gained access to knowledge they were not ready for: astrology, metallurgy, and the manipulation of the elements. The atmosphere in Babylon was heavy. The ziggurats were not just temples, they were observatories for contacting the unseen. But the historical narrative leaves a gap. It tells us that corruption happened, but it doesn't explain how. Who was the source? Who taught mankind how to weaponize their own intentions?
This is where the ancient Arabic manuscripts provide the missing key. The final revelation, the Quran, uncovers the classified identity of these teachers. They were not demons. They were not gods. They were two entities named Harut and Marut. The texts describe a specific location, a well in the city of Babylon. These two entities were placed there as a fitna, a universal test for the human race. They were unlike any other beings. They possessed the knowledge of seer, or what we call sorcery today. But here is the twist that defies conventional logic. These entities were not evil instigators. Before they taught a single human, they issued a strict warning: we are only a test, do not disbelieve. They offered the weapon, but they warned against pulling the trigger. The manuscripts detail that the primary function of this dark technology was psychological warfare, specifically the ability to sow discord between a husband and wife. It was the destruction of the social unit through invisible influence. It was a cold, calculated transfer of data, a science of the unseen. Humans were given free will to learn it, knowing full well it would cost them their souls. And the people of Babylon chose the power over their salvation. The story of Harut and Marut is not a fairy tale about wizards. It is the documented record of the first time humanity was given access to a weapon it could not control. The Quran clarifies that these entities were a trial, a cosmic litmus test for the human heart. They offered power, but the price was eternal separation from the divine. Today, the ruins of Babylon lie silent in modern-day Iraq, but the knowledge released there never truly vanished. It echoed through the ages, fragmented into secret societies and occult manuscripts, surviving in the shadows of history. Tradition suggests that those two entities are still there, in that same invisible well, suspended, waiting until the day of judgment. The question is not whether this ancient technology is real. The question is, have we passed the test, or is humanity still drinking from the same poisoned well?